Hello and welcome back, aspiring authors. This is my writer's blog. I am Stephanie Costigan and I will be your host for this week's self-published book review. I want to first explain how this review will be conducted. Being a reviewer, I read so many different kinds of genres. Some genres I do favor more than others, so I'm not biased towards the genres I favor and the genres I don't favor. That is why I base these book reviews off of stars and key elements and points that create a very good balanced book. And that way I also give justice to the audience this book attracts and is intended for. And to be frank, I find it very offensive and kind of rude to grab a book and review it without studying it out to appreciate the layers and elements that the writer has spent so much time putting into effect within the book. Hence why I study out all the books I've been reviewing to be able to process and recognize the book's elements. So those of you watching, I took the time, I studied this book. I'm gonna let you know the honest truth whether this book is worth your time, so you're welcome. Today's book review will be on Soul Deep by Rose Morgan. Soul Deep is a religious fictional fantasy genre novel. Its target audience, I would assume to be 18 plus. So diving into the first star, which is based off of detail and design. So looking into the cover, we can see right away a girl praying, which indicates to us right off the bat that this is indeed a religious book. Details in this book were good. The only thing I wish I had a little bit more of was explanation behind certain scenarios and situations protagonists were put into. But other than that, I would say this book's detail was pretty balanced. So in this category, it does have a star. Next, we'll focus on the second star, which is grammar and formatting. Okay, so the formatting of this book was okay. A little plain, but it was okay. Where I found a few challenges was in the grammar and even some misspelt words. That is why in this category, I could not give this book a star, unfortunately. Moving on to the third star, engagement and plot structure. This book from start to end, I could say was very engaging, and there weren't any spots in it that I felt were slow or boring, but very intriguing and had captured my interest. That's what makes this book an easy read, is because you can't seem to put it down until you're done. Which we can see that element more within the plot structure. I'll explain. With each chapter you read, it stops on a cliffhanger, which makes it hard to put the book down because you just want to find out what is the result of this cliffhanger. Which is why in this category, it has earned an easy star. That brings us to star 4, target audience. For me, I do believe it is easy to see who the target audience is intended for in this novel. I do feel that only an adult audience would find interest and even relate a bit to this novel. However, I did find this novel to be very clean in regards to language, violence, and situations presented to the protagonist. That is why I feel a teenager could get away with reading this novel. However, I don't think they would find interest in it or could relate to this kind of book. In this category, I would give it another star. Which leaves us with our final 5th star, character growth and development. I did feel the characters had a good amount of development. At certain points of the novel, I felt very empathetic and frustrated alongside the protagonists. I was very surprised how emotional this book made me, especially near the end. The only thing that bugged me about the protagonist is with such a life-changing event that happens to her, I would have liked to have seen more of a process of her forgiving than an instant forgive. Nevertheless, I do feel that this book does still deserve a star within this category. So there you have it, Soul Deep, 4 stars. So normally on here, it is quite a tradition that after I give a book review, we see an author interview. Unfortunately, we're gonna break that today. I know, it's a bit sad, but the author at this time is experiencing a bit of health issues. So for that reason, we couldn't get around to doing an author interview. I hope you still like this review, and please subscribe and click the bell icon for more content. And I have to say, I really do appreciate all those who do subscribe and follow my writing blog. It really helps my channel to progress and grow further in the future, so thank you so much. Again, I'm your host, Stephanie Costigan, and remember, you only fail if you stop writing. Until next time, friends.